Mari Lynn, I'm home.
Wait. Can't rest here like I always do because of my ankle.
Well, if that's all that's wrong with you, I'm thankful. Can I hold you? Will it hurt anything?
No, it'll only hurt if you don't. I was worried about you.
Well, I told you on the phone I was fine, but you were nearly trapped in a fire. Thank God you're all right.
Well, my prayers were answered, too. You're free again.
Thanks to my wife putting my bail up.
You know, I was thinking about letting you spend another night in jail.
You were, huh?
Yeah, but then I figured that you learned your lesson. You're not going to have anything else to do with Christine Cromwell.
I'm sorry for the delay, Miss Gordon. Your breakfast should be ready very soon.
Oh, it's no problem. Just give me a little time to read my mail.
Maybe you should see this first. It was just hand-delivered.
All right, thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Michael Grand request the pleasure of your company at a reception.
Oh, are you kidding me? You got one, too? Now, I thought this was an exclusive party.
You're very funny. You know, I'd ask you to join me for breakfast, but I'm just not sure I'm exclusive enough.
Well, you know how I love slumming, Sarah. Les, I'll have whatever my sister's having for breakfast.
Very good, miss.
Next thing I know, you're going to be asking to borrow my clothes.
What for? I don't have anyone to take to the party. Of course, I wouldn't mind meeting Michael Grand and his wife.
Yeah, I know. I have to admit, I'm pretty curious about that, too. But not curious enough to get dressed up and go by myself.
What do you mean, go by yourself? You have the most handsome, eligible bachelor in town. I'm sure he'll escort you.
Yeah, if you're talking about Bo, it's over. Before it even got started, I guess. Could you pass the cream?
No. My sensible sister has lost her mind.
Now, I realize that it's a Philadelphia story, but since so many people here in Lambview are employed by Fraternity Row, I just thought that we should cover it. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where are you? Back in New York?
Well, in a way. Listen, about the fire, nobody was hurt?
Well, fortunately, no, but a lot of sets were destroyed, so I think Fraternity Row is going to be the big casualty here. There's no way they're going to be able to fix that studio.
Living in this house, my son comes home, nobody tells me. You are going to give your old man a big hug right here, right now. What the hell is she doing here?
Pa, let's just start with that big hug, and then
First things first. I want you out of my house, Ms. Kramer, before I throw you out.
Pa, listen, why don't you just take a minute and cool down? Now, Melinda did not come by here to bend your nose out of joint. She came because I invited her.
Oh, I see. I suppose that makes it all right.
I came here to give Bo a report on what's been going on at WVLE.
Yeah, and it's damn nice of her to go out of her way.
Nice?
Look, don't worry, because I don't plan to make a habit of coming to your house.
Oh, I've got news for you, Miss Kramer. You will never come to my house again, period.
Pa, just a minute. As long as I live here, I will see whoever I want, whenever I want.
And this is my roof. I will not tolerate some saboteur like Ms. Kramer living underneath it.
Oh, come on, Pa.
All right, look, I'll talk to you back at the studio.
All right.
And Asa, you know, I thought you were a sporting man, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, winning gracefully is easy, but losing, now there's a lesson for you to be learned there.
I see. Well, I tell you, honey, when I want to learn how to be a loser, I'll be sure to call you.
That's enough.
You're damn right. If you want to do business with that conniving female, fine. Do it on your own time, not in my house.
Why is this always our house when everything goes the way you want it to, and then all of a sudden it becomes your house when it doesn't?
You've been gone a couple of weeks, Bo. Now, did you come back here to fight again?
No, I'm not starting a fight. You started it, jumping on Melinda for no good reason.
No good reason. She's taken my own son away from me.
Oh, man, what kind of a memory do you have? You were going to buy WVLE. You were going to fire her right on the spot.
It is called business.
No. It's called revenge, Pa. You haven't been able to forgive Melinda ever since she and Max worked together to buy that studio in the first place. And now you're mad because I beat you the punch. I was able to save her job. You know what? She's right. You're a spoilsport.
You're an ungrateful brat. I thought you grew up into be something, a loyal, devoted member of this family.
Hey, don't lecture me about loyalty. I love this family just as much as you do, but not just the name. I love what the Buchanans have come to stand for. You know, fairness and being concerned about other people.
We come first. The others are a distant second.
Oh, if that's a house rules around here, you know what? You could keep this place all to yourself.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I'm gonna go pack. I'm getting out of here, Pa. The sooner the better.
Now, wait a minute. I don't get this. He says that he misses you and that he can't wait to get back from New York to be with you, and you're telling me that that's a problem?
The problem, if you would listen to me, is what happened when he was in New York.
He was learning how to run a television studio.
Yes, and reliving all of his memories with Dee Dee. And then, of course, when I suggested that maybe we should go to New York sometime together, of course, that only made it worse.
Well, he didn't say no, did he?
He just might as well have.
Okay, so the man has his memories. So what? You'll create some new ones together.
That's what he said. But it was obvious he was just trying to make me feel better.
And what is the matter with that?
I just don't want him to have to try so hard. You know, I want to be with someone because it was meant to be, not because I have to force it. Don't you understand that?
Yes, I do. You're afraid.
Megan, I'm not...
Yes, you are. You're afraid to put your whole self into something and to take a chance. So much easier, so much simpler, just to wait for some man to walk into your life and to sweep you off your feet.
Megan, what's wrong with a little romance?
Nothing. When you're 6 years old and you're playing dress-up in front of a mirror. But with a man like Bo Buchanan, a man with a history, with character, with substance, you can't expect a storybook ending.
I don't believe that.
Oh, come on, Sarah. This is the 80s. A woman can still be swept off her feet, but she's got to give the guy the broom. You know what I mean? Maybe some guys aren't worth the extra effort, but Bo Buchanan definitely is.
Well, did the police have any idea who started the thing?
Herb Callison stopped by last night with some more information. It wasn't very comforting.
Well, what did he say?
They found an empty gas container in the studio. You don't have to be Sherlock to know what that means.
Arson. But what I don't understand is why someone would deliberately leave evidence just lying around like that.
They think that the fire was meant to be a warning.
That's some warning. Sounds more like a vendetta. Does Herb have any idea who started the thing?
They're still investigating.
Hey, what were you doing there all alone?
I was waiting for you. I figured that you must have forgotten. It was the beginning of our vacation.
Oh, man. I am really sorry.
Guess you had other things on your mind last night.
Yeah, but that's no excuse. While I was sitting on my butt in a jail cell, you could have been killed.
Wait, I won't have you blaming yourself.
Yeah, but it's my fault. I mean, you're patiently there waiting for me, counting on me to show up. If you've been caught in that fire, if you hadn't been able to get out...
But I did. And it's not your fault that someone started the fire and that someone locked all the exits and it...
What do you mean, locked all the exits? Mari Lynn, that fire wasn't a warning. Someone had to know that you... Somebody could be trying to kill you.
Casey got me out in time.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what happened, what might have... Where was Randy during all this?
Randy? Who knows? Nobody's seen him since he cleared out his desk and left the studio.
In other words, he could have hidden and waited for his chance.
Wait, no. I know that Randy was angry with me. In fact, he blamed me for him losing his job, but he would not go as far as...
Think about it, Mari Lynn. Randy had a motive. He knew everything in the studio and knew where everything was. If he didn't start that fire, who else could have?
Rob Coronel is providing the entertainment. That leaves everything else for you and the staff. Flowers, caterers, it's... Gabrielle, are you getting all of this?
Michael, there's something very important that we have to discuss.
Nothing is as important as this party right now.
Right. We want Alicia to feel welcome in Landview, don't we?
We could do without the sarcasm, Gabrielle. People expect the best when the name Michael Grant is on the invitation, and that is exactly what I intend to give them. The best damn party this town has ever seen.
Well, while you're busy worrying about giving them the best party, you should worry about going to prison.
What are you talking about?
Guess who I found prowling around my house yesterday?
Who?
Tina. She accused me of being in cahoots with you. She also pointed her finger at you, being responsible for Viki's kidnapping. Isn't it funny? You have me probe her for information for weeks, and then all of a sudden she turns the tables on us.
Oh, it's a laugh riot. How did you handle it?
How do you think I handled it? I denied everything. But I wasn't able to erase all of her suspicions.
Well, does she have any kind of proof?
No, of course not. You and I both know there is nothing that can connect us with anything that happened. But she's willing to do anything to protect her sister.
This is all I need right now. Damn it, why didn't you tell me about this
Because
first
you
thing
were
today?
busy with the party. All right, I had to act fast. And lucky for you, I was able to convince her of my innocence. And if you don't like the way I handle things, Michael, then that's just too bad.
All right. I'm sure you handled it perfectly. I am in your debt, and if there's any way that I can repay you, I'm sure you'll let me know.
Well, now that you mention it, I have been feeling a little neglected lately.
Have you? Would you like a raise, perhaps? Maybe a new title?
I was thinking of something more personal. See, what I lack is you. And I do miss those unexpected visits to my bed.
Michael, wait till you see. I bought a fabulous new dress for the party.
Good morning, Mrs. Grant.
We were just going over details for the party, and everything seems in perfect order, right, Gabrielle?
Almost everything.
Then you won't mind leaving. I'd like to be alone with my husband.
Look, let's just forget about the fire. I lost enough sleep over it last night, so let's just not talk about it.
Okay, that's what you want. Let me see, maybe there's a way I can distract you.
The same goes for Christine.
Honey, I told you that somebody had to help her.
Fine, but why does that somebody always have to be you?
Well, because she works for me, and I feel kind of responsible for her.
You know, honey, I think that if she really wanted to help her father, she should let the police bring him in, and then he can get all the help that he needs.
That is exactly what I told her, and she flat out refused.
And, of course, you had to go along with her plan.
Come on. Why don't you put yourself in her shoes for a minute, okay? Would you turn your own father in?
I beg your pardon, but I really don't appreciate my father being compared to Leo Cromwell, or me to Christine. In fact, you know, wait a minute, Wade. I don't want to talk about them another minute, okay? We have more important concerns right now.
Oh, if you're worried about the charges that were brought against me, don't, because I talked to Renee.
No. I'm talking about our vacation. We didn't get a chance to leave to go to the Caribbean last night. But what's stopping us now?
Now?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, after the fire at the studio, there's no telling when Fraternity Row's going to start back up. We'll leave tonight.
No, wait. No, why? Why, Paul? You made your feelings clear.
It's seeing you with Melinda. She's been a thorn in my side for a long time.
You know, you like to play hardball until the game doesn't go your way. Then you want to take your ball and go home.
Oh, show me a good loser. And I'll show you a loser. But damn it, that's not the point. When I found out you bought WVLE, I had your bags packed for you.
Good, because you would have saved us both a lot of trouble.
I didn't do it. You know why? Because of Renee. She showed me how pig-headed I was. And that's just what you're being right now.
Yeah.
If you start to go.
It's either that or I stay here and then I live under your rules, which change depending on your mood swings. I thought Renee would change you, but you're just as big a bully as you ever were.
Wait a minute, no, just a cotton picking minute, son.
No, and you're not just a spoil sport either. You cannot admit when you're wrong.
Wrong? You stole the station out from under me.
No, I did that to protect Melinda.
Hey, you wanted to own the station so desperately. Why don't you come and talk to me about
Oh,
it?
and I would like to see a picture of your reaction. We'd have to put a new roof on this place.
I can take competition. I can't take being stabbed in the back.
What in blue blazes is going on down here? I can hear you all the way up on the 3rd floor.
Why don't you ask your husband? This is his house.
I've been trying to be reasonable, Renee, but he makes it impossible.
I don't care. You're both being impossible. You haven't seen each other in 2 weeks and already you're back bashing at each other over nothing?
Ooh, nothing. You should hear what he called me.
Asa, it doesn't matter what he called you. You've been called worse by me. Bo, don't you know yet what your father is made of? Heart, underneath all that bluster.
Renee, he's forcing me to leave.
Bull, you are family. Now, all that matters is that you love each other. If you'd both be man enough to admit it. And I want you two to go on and make up, because if you don't, I'm going to move out. Then you're going to be left here alone together.
I'm too old to change my ways. Hellfire, I want to change. But I'm willing to make amends for my mistakes if I'm not deserted.
Do you hear that, Bo?
Well, why should I stick around here and be accused of high treason?
Do you hear me accusing you of anything right now?
No, because you don't have the nerve to bully both me and Renee.
Oh, that does it. Renee, honey, get lost.
I beg your pardon.
It's between me and my son. We'll thrash it out together, with or without bloodshed.
Buchanan pride. Maybe someday they'll find a cure.
Well, it's just you and me.
That's what it seems to be.
Well, here we are. There's no referee.
Why, do we need one?
Pa,
Yes, son.
I still think that you are a bully. But you're my bully.
And I still think you stabbed me in the back. What the hell? Your old man's got a tough hide. And what the hell?
Listen,
No.
I want to...
No, me first.
As always.
I don't want you to go. Simple as that. You want Melinda in this house? It's your right. I won't object.
All right, my turn?
Yep.
Okay. I asked Melinda to meet me over here because I thought maybe there was a chance that I could apologize to you.
Oh, please, you don't have to apologize.
No, let me finish, okay?
All right, well.
When I was in New York, I had a chance to do a whole lot of thinking, and I still don't agree with a lot of your methods. I think that plan to can Melinda without her even knowing about it once you take control of the station, I think that is just dirty pool. But I think that I was just as wrong to sneak up on your blind side and steal WVLE right away from you.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you were lousy to me. But also, you were right about my methods. They did lack subtleties.
So, what, you forgive me?
You forgive me? Renee, I know you're peeking. Come on in.
Oh, Lordy, it certainly took you long enough.
Yeah, I guess it's about time for me to get back to the studio. Our studio, it is still Buchanan property, isn't that right, Pa?
You better believe that, Bo.
So, he's all yours, Renee.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
What are you smiling about?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you. Look, you don't have to tell me what a great guy Bo is. I know him better than you. All right, well, maybe from a distance I've got better perspective. When you broke it off with Cord, you were really down in the dumps. And then Bo came along and you were walking on air.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I would go even further. He put a smile on your face every day, Sarah. He made you think about other things besides your job and your career. He made you happy, if you'd only admit it.
Megan, you're beginning to annoy me a little bit here.
Hey,
Now, I admit, when I first met Bo, yeah, I thought he was everything that I could possibly want in a man.
aha.
It was a first impression.
No, it wasn't a first impression. It was the truth. Come on, Sarah. You always pride yourself on being honest. Well, now's your chance to prove it. Show Bo Buchanan how you feel about him, and invite him to Michael Grand's party.
No.
Yes.
Megan, I'm not gonna...
Okay, fine. If you're not going to invite him, then I'm going to have to invite him for you.
What?
You heard what I said. Les, can I borrow your pencil?
Here you are, Miss Gordon.
Thank you.
Megan, what are you doing?
Dear Bo, please excuse the stationery, but I just couldn't wait to write you. Get your head out here. Michael Grand is hosting a party, and I would love for you to come with me.
Mari Lynn, wait, just wait a second.
Honey, look, there's no time to lose. If I call the travel agent right away, I'm sure she can book us on another flight tonight. We can begin our vacation as if nothing ever happened.
Sweetheart, wait. Listen, I want to go on a vacation every bit as much as you do, but not tonight.
But the timing's perfect.
We'll get another time, a better time. I'm sorry, but I don't think you should be going anywhere, especially after what you've been through.
My ankle will heal much better on a beach than it will here in the ice and the snow. Or is that just another excuse?
Don't be silly. In a couple of days, we'll pick up the phone, we'll call the travel agency,
Oh,
and then...
come off it, Wade. You're only staying in town for Christine's sake, not mine.
That is not true. Look, my only concern here is you. Yes, I'm still a little bit worried about Christine. I'm just hoping that she got the medicine to her father and that he's okay.
I knew it.
And then, once a doctor says you can go on vacation, we will go.
When?
I just told you when a doctor says you're okay.
Well, I say I'm okay now. We could be on a plane in a matter of hours if you really wanted to go.
I don't, why can't I get you to see what I'm talking about?
I see all I need to see, Wade. If Christine came crying in here right now, you would be on a boarding ramp in 10 seconds. You would follow her anywhere, at any time.
That is not fair. Christine is a friend.
Please. You know, if I hear that one more time, I'm absolutely...
Hey, a person can have friends, you know? And if Christine happened to be a man, you wouldn't be so damn jealous all the time, would you?
And if she didn't happen to have green eyes and pretty skin, you wouldn't be so anxious to solve her problems, would you?
I don't believe this. I'm looking out for you here, and all you can think about is Christine.
That is because she is always in our lives, making trouble between us.
No. If you want to talk about the trouble between us, that comes from that stupid soap opera you work on.
Don't start that again.
I don't want to start anything again. I want you to stop it.
You're asking me to quit my job?
If you really cared about working on us, I wouldn't have to ask.
Well, I'll just save you the trouble, Wade. The answer is no. Fraternity Row is not the problem here. It doesn't have black hair and fat little lips.
Oh, that's it. I refuse to deal with this petty jealousy.
No. You refuse to deal with the truth, Wade.
Okay. You can call it anything you like. I'm going out.
What?
I said I'm going out. I want to give you time to think about what you're doing to our marriage. Look, you can keep your job, and you can keep your jealousy. But you ought to think about how that affects us. It's up to you.
Wade. Wade, come back here now!
If you can come, and I hope you can, please call me or leave a message on my machine.
No, Megan, I'm sure he already has another date to the party, okay?
As for another date, cancel it.
No, look, even if Bo wants to go to the party, I don't want to go. I mean, how could I have a good time knowing that I twisted his arm into going with me?
If you think that I twisted your arm, you're right. I am so shy that I cannot come out and tell you how I feel. This is the easier way.
Megan, I am never forgiving you for this.
That is very good. In closing, I will never forgive you if you do not say yes. Yours for a good time.
You're not writing that.
And much more love, Sarah.
You think you're really funny, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And I'm very good at forging your handwriting. Lord knows I've done it long enough. I'm sure that Bo will think that this is from you.
No, he won't. Because you're not sending it. All right, look. Megan, you want to work on someone's love life, work on your own, all right? Just scratch my name off of there, write your own end, and you go to the party with Bo.
Whoa, don't take this so personally, Sarah.
My personal life is personal. This has been really interesting. I have to go to work.
Sarah.
You don't have to apologize to me, Bo. I'm used to Asa by now.
Well, he doesn't always come off like Attila the Hun.
Oh, no, it's just second nature, right?
My old man's competitive. When he was born, he tried to take over the maternity ward and get a piece of the pacifier action.
You know, I almost believe that.
Well, after you left, we buried the hatchet.
It's funny I don't see any scars.
Well, not in our heads. But Ace and I, we reached an understanding, and you'll be happy to know that you are always welcome at at our house from now on.
Thanks.
Asa gets thanks, too. You know, it takes a big man to come this close to admitting that he's wrong.
I guess. Anyway, now that you're here, you ready to get to work?
Well, to be honest with you, I can't stay that long, but I did have an idea that I wanted to run past you.
You're the boss. Shoot.
You know that fire at Fraternity Row? That just might be an unexpected opportunity for us. Now, they need a studio, and at WVLE, we seem to have a little extra space.
My. We learned a lot at that seminar, didn't we?
So you don't think I'm nuts?
Nuts! The boss, this is brilliant. What a wonderful idea, producing our own soap opera. The only question is, how are we going to talk them into moving from Philly?
You just leave that to me. See, the one thing I've learned over the years from Asa is that if you wave the right money in front of the right faces, you might find yourself with a whole lot of new friends.
So how is your dad?
Well, I've been nursing him all night. That's why I wasn't at work today, because I just got home and I am so exhausted.
Did the medicine help him?
Well, he's still in pretty bad shape, but I think he's gonna pull through thanks to the medicine and thanks to you.
I just spilled a little soup, that's all.
I know better. You helped me manage to escape Angelburger without being followed.
Oh, that was just purely coincidence. Like I told the cops, I would never, ever deliberately obstruct justice.
I knew it. They questioned you right after I left, didn't they?
But, Christine, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
What did they say?
Well, it seems a lot worse than it really is. But Rafe didn't even come close to buying my story, so I had to admit that you went to help your dad.
You told?
Now, it's okay, don't worry about it. I didn't tell him where you went. I just told him you had to care for a very sick person.
Did he believe you?
Not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
Well, he was convinced that I knew more. Like the location of your father's hideout. And he thought a night in jail might refresh my memory.
You spent the night in jail because of me?
Oh, look, it was really no big deal. And it's all behind us now. The worst is over, right? Listen, your dad's getting better. I'm out of jail. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it in a second.
You would?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, I've always said that's what friendship's all about. You know, being there when your friend really needs you to be.
Yeah, you're right. That's what friends are for. But I don't know, spending the night in jail. What did Mari Lynn have to say about that? Wade?
I would really rather not talk about that.
So let's take a look at this new dress, huh?
Well, not just yet. Actually, come with me, dear. I'd like to talk to you alone for a few minutes without any interruptions. You see, tonight is more than just a party. Tonight is the beginning of our new life together here in Landview. It means a great deal to me.
And to me. I can't think of a better way to build a solid foundation together.
See, that's exactly what I mean. There are going to be no more long-distance phone calls, no more empty beds, no more suspicions that beds aren't empty.
Alicia.
Michael. Look, we've both made mistakes. But tonight can be a brand new start. If you want it as much as I do.
If I want it. Darling, nothing could make me happier. The only reason I bought Grandview was to make it our home. A real home for once. And you know what?
What?
We can still have champagne and caviar.
Mm-hmm. Sweetheart. Well, there's just one more thing. With our baby on the way, I do hope that you'll be spending less time on business and more time with me. Especially when you're here at the house.
Now, if you're still worried about Gabrielle...
Look, I know how important she is to your work. But when it comes to our social life, Mr. Grand, you won't be needing anyone's assistance but mine.
Ah.
I thought we should finish our work.
Of course, Gabrielle. By all means, finish away. I'll go slip on that dress, sweetheart. We can have the fashion show in our bedroom when you're finished.
Shall we get down to business?
Gabrielle, about the party plans.
It's all right, Michael, really. Even though this is a party for your wife, I do enjoy working side by side.
That's just the point. We've done enough work for today.
There's a great deal more to do.
Well, not that much, really. I can handle it myself. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Michael.
Now, I've imposed on you enough already.
It's no imposition. I love working with you. And even if we finished everything for the party, there is other business.
Gabrielle, I'm trying to tell you that we are through for the day.
For the day?
We both do have private lives, after all. I've been thinking that we should spend more time with our families anyway. And Al would love to spend the rest of the day with his mother, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
Well, why don't you go and do that? And then tonight, we'll all be together for a memorable evening.
Memorable. Of course.
This is all my fault, Wade. I should have never involved you in my mess. Now it's caused trouble between you and Mari Lynn.
You're not the trouble. Now, Mari Lynn doesn't want to believe this, but any troubles in our marriage have been created by us, not by you.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this. This is kind of your personal business.
Yeah, but, see, I want you to understand, in case things change.
What do you mean?
Between us. I mean, changes in our friendship. Look, if we can work this out, if Mari Lynn and I can work this out, then I won't be able to volunteer anymore in case something else happens with your father.
I see.
You're probably right. We probably shouldn't be talking about this. I just want you to understand. I don't want you to get the idea that I don't care about you or anything. You see, my marriage is really fragile right now. And if I've got any chance to fix it,
I understand.
I was hoping you'd say that. That's why I think we should confine our relationship, I mean our friendship, to the restaurant.
In other words, you don't want to see me outside of Angelburger.
Oh, no. Of course not. But for now, well, you said you understand. But listen, if you ever are in an emergency and you need help and you don't know where else to turn, I'll be there, but...
Wade, you don't have to defend yourself to me. I've already messed up Viki's life. The last thing I want to do is to mess up yours.
Well, you're not.
Well, what you said, that's the right thing to do. I care about you more than anybody else in Landview. And the last thing I want to do is to hurt you.
You're really something, you know that? I just wish everyone could be as understanding as you. Look, I'm gonna get going. Just relax. Get some sleep. Don't worry about coming to work, okay?
Wade. Thank you for being such a good friend.
Well, this is fun, but it's definitely not romantic enough. And this napkin just won't do. What do I have? Let's see. Ah, perfect. Dear Bo. No. Dearest Bo. I like that. Yes, perfect. I realize you think of me as a proper, even prim sort of woman. Well, in many ways I am, but beneath the dignified surface beats a passionate heart. Yes, I like that. When I received an invitation to Michael Grand's party, my first thought was to stay at home. My second thought was maybe you would call me and ask me. But when I stopped thinking and listened to my heart, my passionate heart, I knew I had to throw caution to the wind and send you this note. I talked it over with my sister, and she thinks it's a great idea. I hope you will, too. Bo, will you go to Michael Grand's party with me? I promise an evening that neither of us will ever forget. Haha, great.
Sounds good to me.
Bo, hi.
Megan, I'm sorry, I don't mean to eavesdrop, but you don't have to go to all that trouble. If you want to invite me to Michael Grand's party, I'm happy to accept.
I want to thank you for stepping in, honey. You stopped Bo and me from saying things we'd live to regret.
Well, all I did was help apply the brakes a little.
I tell you, when I saw him with Melinda, I wanted to cut him out of my will.
You're never going to change, are you? One day you're sweetness and light, and the next day all bluster and bravado.
Well, you told me that's why you love me. I mean, to always keep you kind of guessing.
It'd be nice to be on terra firma now and then. Don, what I don't understand is, if you didn't want Bo to leave, why were you trying to toss him out? I mean, why didn't you just stop being so stubborn, swallow your pride a bit, admit that you were wrong?
Whoa, whoa, who said I was wrong? Renee, I want to tell you. I guess sometimes I can be stubborn. But who says that I can't get it from my son rather than the other way around?
Asa, you may be able to turn the world upside down by flicking your fingers, but even Asa Buchanan can't fight heredity and genes.
Well, I can see why I have you around. I mean, who else could keep me in line?
Who else would want the job?
Hey.
Hush up. Kiss me, you fool.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm back.
Did you have a nice drive? Do I have to ask where you've been?
I don't have anything to hide from you. I just went to see if Christine was okay.
It's funny. I thought you said that the problem was here at home.
It is. And you can change that.
Wait, it's not as simple as you think.
It is to me. Look, how can we even have a marriage if we never see each other?
That is because whenever Christine has a problem, you go rushing off to her rescue.
You have a very convenient memory. You know that? Any time that you've needed me, like when your mother died, I was there for you. I'm always there for you, Mari Lynn. But now with your TV show and your acting friends and your beloved public, you need them a lot more than you need me. I'm sorry, but I resent the hell out of that.
And I resent you putting all the blame on my work.
That's your answer?
Why can't you see it from my point of view? Wade, if I quit my job, I will sit home every day wondering where you are, what you're doing, and with whom.
Oh, here we go. The ugly green-eyed monster rears its head once again.
No, I'm not putting all the blame on Christine this time. I have as much right to a career as you do.
I know that. But what about us? What about our marriage?
Why does my working endanger our marriage? Lots of couples get closer when both people work. It gives them things to share.
Well, so what am I supposed to share with you? Your loving public?
You're supposed to share everything. Yes, just like I share in your hamburgers and your French fries.
Oh, that's very funny. I just want you to remember those hamburgers and French fries put food on our table and roofs over our heads.
Wait a minute. I pay my share, too. In fact, I make a hell of a lot more than you do. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you never mean to. This is a hell of a marriage, isn't it? Who makes more? Who needs more? If this is your idea of sharing, you can keep it. Oh, Mari Lynn. Mari Lynn! Damn it!
Wade, what are you doing here?
I couldn't stay away.
But I thought you said that
Forget what I said. I can't take it any longer.
No, you were right. It's best that we part. You just stay here with your wife making hamburgers and babies, and I'll just go off to South America and photograph the revolution.
No! I can't let you go. Damn it. I can't deny it any longer. It's you I want, not Mari Lynn. I'm not gonna let you go. Not now, not ever.
Dream on, kid. Dream on.
Bo, I think you're making a mistake.
Come on, Megan, now you don't have to act shy. I heard you rehearsing your lines there, and you even took the trouble to write it down. I think that's cute.
No, it's cute, but you don't understand. This is not...
This is just a perfect coincidence, because it gives me the chance to follow up on an idea that I had.
You had the same thought?
Well, to be honest with you, I really wasn't planning on going to Michael Grand's party, but I did have it in my mind to get to know people from Fraternity Row. Now, your invitation, that gives me a great chance.
It does.
Yeah. Come on, Megan, we're on the same wavelength here, I think. Isn't that why you wanted to invite me to this party, so we could discuss some ideas about your show?
I am. No, you're right. You see, I am. That was the whole idea of this letter right here.
And it's a damn good idea. I'm a little surprised at the social setting that you picked, but as long as you've discussed it with your sister.
Wait, I have?
Didn't I just hear you say that?
Right. Well, yeah, something like that.
Well, okay. If Sarah doesn't have any problem with it, then why should I? Now, we're probably both going to have a whole lot of fun, plus we just might accomplish something. Not bad, huh?
No. And now that you mention it, I think we could accomplish a lot.
I beg your pardon?
Bo Buchanan, I am delighted that you will take me to the party. I think it could work out the best for all of us.
What's it? My thoughts? Exactly. Okay, I'll pick you up at 8.
Great. I'll be waiting.
All right, I'll see you then. Hey, thanks for breaking the ice.
Sarah, dear, before the night is through, you will be thanking me, too.